Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is Jason Thrifts, and I'm back with scores number 15 of the week. All right, I'm excited because I got a bunch of good stuff to share with you, and I'm going to switch things up. I'm going to make me small so you can see the scores a little bit better. So let me switch this out, and let's get right to it. Now, these are my little shorter videos, usually only about 10 minutes, just highlighting a bunch of scores of things I sold last week. These are things that you should be on the lookout for. And I go into a little bit more detail than some of my other shows, some tips, some tricks, some lessons. I'm going to end the show with a lesson today. So thanks for tuning in. And let's start with my regular scores, meaning non-music. All right, new Gander Mountain jeans. I have never heard of them. And you might wear them. You might have never heard of them either. But what I wanted to point out was, even if I don't know a brand, even if a brand is not an exciting brand, even if a brand is a budget brand, if they're new with tags and the price is right, in this case, it was $2.50. Yeah, I'll grab it. I had it on sale. Someone grabbed them for $20. I'm excited because, you know, all these $20 items really add up, and it came in a big lot of other things. So I didn't necessarily pick this, but I got excited because anything new with tags, when I go thrifting, I look down the clothing aisle after I've worked it, you know, and just, is there anything else new with tags that I didn't see sticking out? And I always gravitate towards those items. Okay, it's almost too late, but not yet. So if you've got any horror movies, vampire movies, Halloween stuff, get it listed. A lot of people are going to stay home this Halloween, and what are they going to do? They're going to watch movies, and they might want to watch something that doesn't stream anywhere, they haven't seen in a long time. I don't think Rockabilly Vampire is anything that you could dial up on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus. And so I had this up for about 6 months, and look, it sold this month. Of course, it's Halloween. People are looking for fun Halloween videos. Speaking of Halloween, it's a Ouija board opening the portal to hell. So there's two lessons in this one sale. I was at Savers, which is a thrift store here in Vegas, and I saw a new cart of stuff come out. And so whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing, run to that new cart and look at it. This Ouija board was on there. It's a modern one, very modern, but it was brand new and sealed, and it was $2. $2. So first lesson is always hit the cart that just came out or the rack. And secondly, have international shipping, because this is on its way to Norway, because someone in Norway wants to open the portal to hell. $25. Now, that's a good price. That is a very good price for a very modern Ouija board. If you don't know, if you find an old Ouija board, a wooden Ouija board from the late 1800s, early 1900s, now you're talking $1,000. So the Ouija board doesn't frighten you, make some money on it. All right. Show this on Thrifty Business, but I wanted to profile it again. There are many lines of clothing throughout the Ralph Lauren family, and this is one of my favorites. I don't see it as often as other lines, but this is the Denim and Supply line, and I have flipped quite a few things from this line. Now, look, any Ralph Lauren stuff is good, especially if the price is right. But Denim and Supply, I do quite like. They tend to have a lot of stars and stripes. And look, I sold for $36, which is crazy because I sold it for the most anyone sold it for in the last 90 days. The exact same shirt. And why? Because I asked for it. You can't get it unless you ask for it. And don't forget to use other platforms. My number one seller is eBay. My number two is Amazon, but I sell things on Mercari and Depop and Posh and Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. Here was a sale for Mercari. Shoes I also had on eBay, but apparently the right customer was on Mercari. So you never know where the right set of eyes are going to be. Make sure to be using all the platforms. All right, now it's time for my music scores of the week. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Look, we've been talking about cassettes. We've talked about them quite a bit. Black Sabbath, I paid $4 for it and sold it for $20. Not the biggest margins compared to some other things, but cassettes and CDs are so quick to list, so easy to ship. Your margins can be a little less when the item you're selling is quick to list and easy to ship. If you're selling a 1,000-piece crystal chandelier and your profit margin is going to be 1%, don't do it. But If you're selling a, 1,000-piece chandelier and your profit margin is going to be 1,000,000%, then do it. So make sure you're always evaluating the item by how long it'll take to list it, ship it, sell it. All right, back to Halloween again. There are a lot of Halloween movies. There's like a bazillion. And a lot of the soundtracks are out of print, and some have been re-released on anniversaries and stuff. So when you go to the record store, go to the soundtrack section and always go to H's and look at anything from the Halloween movie franchise and give it a scan. You might find this $60 Halloween soundtrack from John Carpenter. All right, I've been talking about my big purchase, 2,401 CDs for $1,240. After I threw out the crap and stuff, the CDs were 75 cents on average. And so this is a Rolling Stone CD that there ain't much to it. It does have, there we go. Does have 5 songs on it, but it is not that uncommon. So I was very, very happy to get $20 for it. So yay, that's gone. 75 cents turns into $20. How about 75 cents turns into $40? Cher's If I Could Turn Back Time. Now this one is 4 different versions of I Could Turn Back Time. Someone really loves Cher because they paid $40 for a promo single of If I Could Turn Back Time. Now, see what I did there? These Now musics, they've been coming out forever in both Europe and here. Typically, once they're open and used, they sell so many that they're not worth a lot. But I found this sealed at Savers, $2. Now, look, I took a note on there. I wrote 25. I felt that's what it was worth. And look what it sold for, $24.99. I would not have picked this up had it been used, but pretty like those jeans, if it is sealed, I am very happy to pick it up. Wasn't that fun? All right, let's talk and flipping vinyl records, since that's the newest class I taught. If you missed the class, there will be an availability for you to purchase a download in the next week or two. I had this listed 2 Christmases ago. It was about to go into its 3rd Christmas, but I was waiting for the right customer. I wasn't going to take under 40, and I was hoping for something closer to 50. And yay, I sold it this week for $48. So we're 2 months out from Christmas, so we're on the precipice, but still, people are buying Christmas music all year, and they're buying it early, and I waited for the right customer. Now, was my money tied up a little too long? Probably, but the right customer did finally come along, and I'm quite happy. Now, when you have a cruddy artist, and I don't really mean cruddy as in they don't make good music, but they made such good music that all their records sold millions and millions, you put them together. So these 6 Jackson Browns by themselves are worth about $3, maybe 4 tops. So if we go at the tops, 4 times 6 is 24. Hey, look what happens when you put them all together in a nice little lot, $56 plus shipping. Okay, so you want to definitely group your crummy stuff together in one attractive lot. Now we're going to end on a little lesson today. So I was originally asking $40 for this Lady Pank record, and I know Lady Pank is your favorite for sure. And a customer bought it about 3 months ago, midsummer, and I said, "Hey, I didn't get your payment." Now here's what happened prior to that. My PayPal got compromised and it was shut down for 3 days while they discovered nothing was wrong. But whatever, things like that happen. So luckily I have a second PayPal account and I switched everything on. So I went to my whole eBay listings and edited everything into my other PayPal account. But here's the problem. I misspelled the email. Double, triple, quadruple check your spelling when you're putting in your PayPal email. So, money was going somewhere, just not to me. So I had to cancel a bunch of orders. What a nightmare. And this is one of them. And I explained to everybody, here's what happened. Like I gave them the whole story. It's one of those stories where if I was a jerk and trying to scam you, I had way too many details. All right. So cut to a month ago, this record gets purchased again. Because here's what happened. When it finally canceled out and their money automatically got refunded, eBay relisted it, and I totally forgot about it. So, of course, when it got relisted, it was relisted with the misspelled PayPal. So about a month ago, a customer buys it. Same customer. And I realized it is still misspelled. I reach out to him and he's pissed. And of course, he has every right to be pissed. I'd be pissed too. What are you trying to pull? This is ridiculous. You already did this nonsense with me. And I said, look, I don't want to be in this situation. I am so sorry. I need to cancel this. So I canceled it out. It cleared through and I saw it get relisted. And so right away I fixed the PayPal email and I reached out to him. I said, look, I am so sorry. Here's the deal. If you are still interested, make me an offer of $17 and I'll give you free shipping. Now, would this record normally have gotten me more? Yes. Did I do the right thing and probably gain a customer for life? Absolutely. So that is worth well more than a couple extra shekels on the purchase price. He's happy. I'm so happy that the customer who wanted it finally got it. And I was just like, oh, whoops. So make sure that if you screw up, and if you screw up twice, you take care of your customers so they don't feel neglected. All right. So do me a big favor and make sure to hit that like button down below and click on the subscribe button if you haven't already. And Thursday nights, I host my weekly talk show called Thrifty Business, where I have a co-host, a variety of subjects, and then a guest. And this week we're talking, can you sell gigantic things on eBay? Because the state of Oklahoma bought a full-sized Ferris wheel on eBay. And then on Sundays with my mother, selling past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50, where we go through one segment, something that's important to sellers, a little bit slower for the new sellers or the senior sellers. And this week we're talking about how to save time using sell similar, but also how to make sure you don't screw yourself because you sold similar on something that someone did something dumb on. All right. That's what we're talking about. So thank you very much for tuning in. I always appreciate you and thank you for your time. And I will see you around YouTube. Don't forget, subscribe down below. Jason T. Smith.